We are here today to look at this off-market listing in Vida. This property belongs to an American family, and it's actually the parents of Drew from Gallery Red.
This is my mother, Mindy. How are you?
Hi.
How's everything?
Gallery Red is one of the main collaborators and neighbor to our new office in Mallorca. And the house name is La Casa de Mañana. And then we ended up the day on the yacht, and the sunset had the privilege to have us there.
They say that boat life is one of the main attractions in Mallorca, and before we can sell something and we can sell a certain lifestyle, we need to try it out. So we went out with a team, rented a super nice boat and visited all the beautiful turquoise coves. Wow, what an experience.
The whole feeling is a little bit unreal because of all the cliffs, the color of the water, then you get the sunset.
You can go to different restaurants, see beautiful houses on the cliffs that you are not able to see anywhere else. It's magical.
Hello.
The door is open.
Oh, thank you.
Bottom line of the story is my father and I came here. By the fifth home, he said, I'm not getting out of the car. I don't want to see it. I found the home that I want to buy.
First time I met Drew, what a character. I really clicked with him, and I love listening to him and his stories and what he has been able to accomplish in such a short time with Gallery Red.
We walked in the front door, and here is a view and the Mediterranean. It's just beautiful. And you have the mountains and you have the city of Palma. And we saw other homes that were in beautiful areas of Mallorca, but this home really hit both of us individually.
And then I had an honor to meet Drew's parents. Now I understand where Drew gets everything. What a power couple.
We came to visit the house and we realized that it has this huge entrance level floor with this big entry, oversized entry level foyer. So if you want to have an event, if you want to host somebody's birthday party, or if you want to have a private dinner, you could have everybody come to your house without actually going into the intimate part of your house. The floors with the bedrooms and the kitchen and everything else. So you have this indoor large foyer, but then as you come out here, you have this big oversized terrace that's obviously overlooking the sea and the port of Palma. And then separate of this, you also have a grand terrace on the side here that's a little bit more private. So you're able to have kind of both people, but between the two, you can easily have 100 people here for an event or a party.
What is the maximum you have brought here as a party?
I can't tell you because my parents were in the US in Palm Beach, but I can tell you when the police came, it was well over 80. They decided to join the party.
If you happen to have a party tonight, you tell us.
We'll invite you. I've got my wife and 3 young kids. We want to be in the center of the country. We want to be near the schools, and we want them to be near their friends. For my parents, they're in a different spot of their life. This is a really exciting time for them, and I knew they would be spending a tremendous amount of time a year with their kids here, with their only grandkids here.
I think they really made it their home, and when you come outside the gates, you cannot expect that kind of big house, and that is a nice surprise.
One of the things that really excited us when we came to see the house is that we all love art. So we're an art-loving family, and when we saw these big grand walls, we said to ourselves, there's a lot of fun art that we can pick together, and we curate the art as a family.
Gallery Red is one of the main art galleries in Mallorca, and not only Mallorca, they are a little bit everywhere in Spain, Madrid, Barcelona. Such a good collaborator to have, and we always aim to have people we work with local and who have the same mindset as us.
This is one of the most important artists ever in the history of Spain. It's Rafa Macron, and it's one of his best works that he's ever done. If there was, if you looked at Picasso, there's a work of his that we have in our collection that would be his Guernica. If you looked at the, Leonardo da Vinci, this would be his, Mona Lisa. So it's a great work of his.
I mean, wow, what a property. It feels like we're in LA instead of Mallorca. The views, the oversized spaces, the art, it's just mind-blowing.
We purchased everything in America for this home. It was fraught with a lot of difficulties between having to get things in containers, getting them arranged at one time, and then going through customs and what have you. Then in the living room some of the sofas and what have you that are oversized that were made for this home. Just to get them in the home and get them down to the living room, we had cranes inside, we had cranes outside. The sofas in the living room almost didn't make it because the crane inside could not necessarily get it over here.
I think one of the things I loved that my parents did, and that my mother, who has great style, she opened everything up. And instead of having all of these small, compact rooms in this serious house, this is a house for them to come and have fun when they're here for 6 months visiting their kids and their grandkids, and they've made a lot of friends here. And the whole house is kind of about having fun, and that's the vibe of the house. So if you look at this room, instead of having this formal living room, they kind of made it into a bigger TV room where my father will work American hours. So in the morning, he'll wake up and have hours where the US is asleep and he's maybe only speaking to some clients he has from Europe, but he gets to watch a little bit of Netflix and maybe soon Homerun on Netflix. But the whole house has a very happy vibe. And if you look at the oversized, wall unit that was built, everything here was custom done. It was custom designed. There's nothing cookie cutter here. This piece here is a big Manolo Ballesteros piece. It's one of the biggest works he's done. He's one of the most famous living Spanish artists, and he's getting into his older age. But then they mixed it in with a Domingo Zapata diamond dust panda, who is a famous Mallorquin artist, but is now doing the largest murals in the history of New York on buildings living in New York, mixed with Damien Hirst and others. So it's a good mix. And I think that's the key of the houses, as you guys see. And you have to see their master bedroom, which is gigantic, and it has a true American master bedroom closet. The master bedroom used to be the dining room. My mother and father came in and they said, we're getting rid of this serious dining room. The closet that they have here is probably the biggest master closet that you'll see anywhere in Vida, maybe in Mallorca. So I can show you and demonstrate what an American closet looks like. In America, everything they say is oversized. My parents came here and realized they'd be spending 5-6 months, half of their year living here. They realized that they needed to have their Mallorquin wardrobes that were here. So you can see a lot of the things that are in the closet are super casual, a lot of whites. On my mother's side, a lot of pinks. My father golfs a lot on the islands. You can see a lot of golf attire. But even though they built a beautiful kind of oversized closet, they wanted to keep it super casual and relaxed because it's the feeling of the house. They've had serious homes before. This house was about having fun.
The bedroom was only about up to where then?
It was about up to here. And it was the bedroom, the bathrooms, the closet, and this was all the dining room. Somehow the dining room and the bedroom got connected. We weren't sure why, but it was very strange, which is probably why the house was on the market for a while, because it had some odd things.
Drew and his lovely parents, they were so welcoming, and the house was so different. And with all this art from Gallery Red, all the treatment, so I think all of us was a little bit shocked because of all the interior design, all the details. It was a little bit different, but also because of his parents. They were really special and really friendly. That villa was cool, but they are also really cool.
My mother designed this side for my father. So you can see this side's more masculine, great Keith Haring piece hanging on the background, beautiful marble. At the same time, she mixed in Elena Gual, who's a fantastic Mallorquin artist, who represented Gallery Red, and my mother became friends with her mother.
I love that setup. I think that is a good solution, right?
Causes a lot less fights.
Even if you have separate sinks, you still stand so close to each other. And like a woman intend to have all the makeup everywhere. So it's better for a man, it's better to have our own side, right?
As you come over to this side, you can see this is my mother's side. She has a beautiful Warhol Chanel hanging behind her, a little Jeff Koons work.
I think this room is really beautiful, and also because of the windows. It's no frame, so it feels almost like you're sitting outdoor. But what catch my attention directly is basically 100% this. I think you have created something really special, because we go to a lot of luxury homes, but you have put a soul into the home, and that is something unique.
When we exit the living room, we go out to what we feel and what we call is the main deck of this 3-deck home.
It's where definitely you end up spending the most amount of time.
So you got high quality stucco windows disappearing into the wall, creating that indoor outdoor living.
Yeah.
So this is a great outdoor living room, basically.
Yeah.
Overlooking the sea and Palma, the cathedral. I wish every tour could be like this. I love being shown around their home with Drew and his parents. I mean, they've done a great job turning that house, it's an amazing house, and turning that into a home filled with art, filled with love, filled with their needs. And they're just great family. I just enjoy this tour so much.
We speak about that a lot, like first-time buyers in Spain, they want to have like the sun all the time. But then after a while you realize how hot it's gonna be. So this is exactly what you need if you want to have like an outdoor living. Otherwise it's gonna become too hot.
Yeah,
so I think like this solution is great.
The sun comes up over here and we have coffee, watch the sun come up. At least I do. Lindy's still sleeping. Okay, we listen to music on the deck, and it's enchanting. It's very, very nice. It's like a real fantasy land.
Yeah.
This goes straight down. There are many very cool architectural, real cool niche ingredients that was built into the design of this home.
When was it built?
It was built 8 years ago. When we came to see this house, Mallorca was still in a recession. The Balearic Islands, Menorca, Ibiza, everybody. So the builder who built this home, built this on speculation. He was sitting with it for 3 years. While we're on this deck extends to the master bedroom suite, which is all through in here, which you'll see. So this is our own private area if we have guests or what have you when we come out of our bedroom and we just want to chill out.
So this is the kitchen. If you notice the piece of art here, it's a very cool street artist that's based out of London, kind of a friend of Banksy's. And it's a one-of-a-kind unique work, and we called it the Happy House, and they bought the work to here because it's a happy piece, and it reminds everyone that when you're here, you should be happy. Here's a cool custom Yvonne Montana work. He's one of our top artists at Gallery Red. We just put him in a great gallery in London and in Los Angeles, and he's doing incredible. This was a custom work that they commissioned. And if you look closely in the work, you can see that each of the initials of everyone from our family, here's my daughter Stella Aaron, here's my name, Drew Aaron, Mindy Aaron, Jean Aaron, and then this is the whole family together. So it's a family piece. We're not adding Robert to the...
How big is the chance that you add Robert there?
I would say somewhere between 0 and 0%. No, it's a chance. This is the gym. It originally had an indoor pool, which was right underneath. But in the end of the day, I guess you guys really didn't see the need for an indoor pool because the outdoor pool is right here.
What is this?
It's a B&B Italian chair designed by Gaetano Pesce originally in the 1960s. It's the mother and womb and child chair. So that's the mother, that's the hips, and then this is the baby. So one thing that I've always respected a lot about my parents is they work out super hard. And in the 1980s, I'm going to date myself, but the early 1980s, we used to go always, if we were staying in a hotel or we had a beach house and a condominium, to these scary rooms where it had all of this weird equipment, and they were the only people who were there because they were working out for an hour or two every single day and eating healthy and not smoking and not drinking. And not until probably about 10 years later did it become cool and fashionable for everybody to go to the gym and eat healthy and work out. So I think that the gym has always been something important in our family, and I think building kind of a dream home gym was something really important to them. If he wins, I was just gonna say he's playing too much ping pong. Me, I work all day. I don't play ping pong.
Yeah. The winner takes it all. Last point.
Home court advantage. So one of the things that I think is most important about the house, and one of the reasons why in the end they ultimately chose the home, is because the privacy. When you're in Son Vida, everybody are building homes, and the homes are fantastic, and there are a lot of great developers, but you're building these large homes on these small plots of land. So having almost 4,500 meters of land in Son Vida is super rare, especially up here at the top of the hill. So the nice thing is if you look out, you can be in your pool and you don't see any of your neighbors. years. So if you come here, you can see from the pool, you have a beautiful view of the sea and the Mediterranean.
Thank you so much for letting us into your warm home today. We have been like in many different properties, but this is something else. Like I think you have created something really warm, and you have like a warm feeling as a family, and you can also feel it in the interior, the details and everything. And as you said, Robert, you're like a couple goal. You have been married for 51 years. Everything feels so perfect here. So thank you so much.
I have to say it's been really an honor, and
Absolute pleasure.
I'm not saying goodbye because I'm actually moving in.
I think you're going to find a wonderful presence here with your company, and I wish you great fortune and success.
You guys are great and cool and fun, and you're going to be a huge success here. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Lionsgate Capital for anybody that wants to finance, Gallagher Head for everybody that wants art.
For 100%.
Sure. And party.
Party.
That is here, right?
Party, befriend Drew area.
Yeah. That family is amazing, right?
That's my dream.
Yeah.
The couple goals of them, the love, the passion,
Married 51 years, and they were so excited about life, and the villa is Villa Tomorrow, to excite tomorrow. They're amazing, cool parents. I love the parents. We need to go for dinner with them all the time. Yeah, that's my new friends.
Yes, 100%.